Verse Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 1. Also, thy son of man, prophesy unto the mountain of Israel, and say, Ye mountain of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for giving me the spirit to do a lesson today. I do want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. And this lesson I do want to get into is about the prophecy and the downfall of the land of Israel. All right, because we're in a time of War 3 where basically the other nations are at war with one another. All right, Israel is at war with Iran, and America is basically dragged into it. Scripture talks about it. The least of the flock shall draw them out. You got Russia going to war with Ukraine, but now it looks like Russia's going to join the war with Iran against America and against Israel for, for fighting against them. All right, and more and the NATO nations, they're looking like they don't like America anymore, and it's getting worse and worse day by day. All right, and people really don't know what's going to happen next. But the scripture already told you what's going to happen next. The scripture prophesied of World War 3. The scripture prophesied how the least flock shall basically make America go to World War 3. All right, that's the land of Israel, the least of the flock, the least of the Edomites will draw the rest of the Edomites into World War 3. That's basically what happened. All right, and the scripture already told you that Russia is going to be the one that's going to shoot their nukes at America. Russia is going to be the main nation that's going to do it. But what's going to happen to the land of Israel if you're wondering that question? And the land of Israel is going to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles. All right, because that land is full of is filthy. All right, that land had been defiled by the heathens. These heathens had basically did sodomite stuff. They did witchcraft, probably some child sacrifices we don't even know. They probably did some abominable things, did some orgy crap thing they'd be doing. They did wicked shit. And Yahweh Shemashai got to clean the land out for the true children of Israel. So how he's gonna clean it out? With fire. He's gonna clean it with fire. And what's the best element out there? What's the best weapon that we know that can clean stuff with fire? A nuke. All right. A nuke is a fire substance. A nuke. If you drop a nuke somewhere, what do you think it's going to produce? A firing ball. And that's what Yahweh Shemashai going to use against the land of Israel to clean that land off the heathens. All right. And even the prophecy, Ezekiel 36 talks about it. It talks about how the land of Israel, since it has been appointed by the heathens and has been captured by the heathens and has been defiled by it, he's going to destroy it with his fire of his jealousy. What is fire of jealousy? What is he going to eat? The nukes. It's kind of obvious, And I just want to go over that scripture. So Ezekiel 36 verse 1 says, Well, also thy son of man, prophesy unto the mountain of Israel, and say, Ye mountain of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. And it's talking about the land of Israel. It's talking about that landmass that's over there. Verse 2, Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, because the enemy has said against you, Aha, even the ancient high place are ours in possession. So because the enemy have basically taken the land of Israel into their possession, and they did, who is living in the land of Israel right now? Edomites. All right, small hats. They're not fitting the description of what the Israelites were in the Bible. So there are the heathens. There are imposters. They're basically not real people. All right, they're not really the real people. All right, but they said what? They said, Aha, even the ancient high place are ours in possession. Verse 3, Therefore prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up to the lips of the talkers and are in the infirmity of the people. Basically, the land of Israel is basically have been swallowed up by the heathens and has been gathered by them and taken by them. Verse 4, Therefore ye mountain Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai to the mountain, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and a derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Verse 5, Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoiled against the residue of the heathen, meaning that Yahweh Shemashai is basically planning to destroy the land of Israel. He's planning to nuke it. So if you guys are wondering what's going to happen to the land of Israel, they're going to get nuked. All right, Iran, and I don't know what nation is going to do it, but Iran is that, Russia is that one nation that has nukes and is allied with Iran. It's not hard to believe that Russia could just provide Iran with nuclear capabilities and then just shoot their nukes at Israel. What's stopping them? What's gonna stop them? And that's future prophecy. He's gonna surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen. Who? The heathen that had encamped the land of Israel and had appointed that land unto their names. So he's gonna cause these nations to shoot their nukes at the land of Israel. That's what's gonna happen next. Which have appointed my land in their possession with the joy of all their hearts and with their spiteful minds to cast it for a prey. To cast it for a prey. All right, and if we go to Ezekiel 38, if I'm not mistaken, if we go down a little, it talks about how the land of Magog will go up against the land of Israel too. If I could find it. Because I'm pretty sure it does talk about it. Oh, it does. Yeah, call all y'all Shemashah. I found it. All right, here, let's go to Ezekiel 38. Let's start at verse 14. It says this: Therefore, son of man, prophesy, say unto Gog, thus said the Lord, Lord Yahweh Shemashah, and Gog is talking about Russia. And that day when my people of Israel dwell safely, shalt thou not know it? Verse 15, and thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts. That's Russia. Russia is in the upper north part of the freaking world. Thou and many people with thee, with this troops. Basically, China's going to be with them too, because Russia and China, they're allies. They share troops. All of them riding upon horses, a great company and mighty army, and thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land. It shall be like the latter days, and I will bring them against my land, that the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified in thee, O God, before their eyes. So basically, Yahweh Shemashai is going to use Russia to go to the land of Israel. Basically, Russia is going to go to war against Israel too. It's going to be a World War III. It's going to be wars. It's going to be nation against nation against nations. And you're going to see that happen. And thou shalt come against my people of Israel as a cloud of cover the land. It shall be in the latter days. And it said in the latter days. Are we not in the time of latter days? Yes. And I will bring thee against my land. What's the Yahweh Shemashai land? The land of Israel. The people that had put it in their own hands. That the heathen may know me when I shall sanctify thee and thee, O God, before their eyes. So basically, you're basically going to go against the land of Israel. They're going to go against the land of Israel. And did not Israel declare war against Iran by bombing them? They did. So who's allied with Iran? Russia. Who's bombing Iran also? America. Is not America damn near using Ukraine to go to war against Russia? What do you think Russia think about doing right now? You think Russia is thinking about just like no? Russia doesn't have an evil thought in their head, and that evil thought is gonna come to pass where they're gonna launch their nukes at America and Israel. They're both gonna get nuked, and that's what's about to come to pass. You're gonna see Israel getting bombed and America getting bombed, and America is not gonna. It's gonna be a decimate destruction. So America gonna get hit by one city, then another city gonna get hit, then another city gonna hit. And then they're just gonna say fuck it, and we're gonna just launch all the nukes. That's how it's gonna be. It's just gonna be a slow death. That's about to come to pass. A slow death. This is a future prophecy of what's gonna happen in World War III. It's gonna be that chaotic, and you're gonna see a lot of troops in the Middle East fighting. You're gonna see people shooting, killing. You're gonna see all of that. But America and Israel, they're gonna be destroyed. The only difference between the land of Israel and the land of America is that America is gonna be left for desolate forever. But the land of Israel, they're gonna be rebuilt back up for the true children of Israel, for so-called Negroes, Latino, and Americans. Everybody else is just basically just dead. They just, you know, they're just gone. But that's what I want to get into today. Lord, edified by the lesson and about the prophecy. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakodach for giving the opportunity to do a lesson today. I do want to give double honors to the elders and apostle Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.